Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today it's all about mobility. So we're not going to do our usual workout today. Today it's going to be all about easy, kind of relaxed mobility workout. It's probably still going to be a little bit hard for some people that are not super flexible and mobile, but we're going to keep this on the low. So this is a good kind of routine that you can do on days that you had a hard workout. In the morning, you can do this at night. I usually try and mix this together with my core workout. So for example, this morning I did a tempo run. So at night I'll probably do this together with a bit of core. So really gonna keep it nice and easy. Make sure that I have that mobility through my hips, which is super important for runners. If you can get your feet and your hips really mobile, the chances of injuries are just like way smaller. All right, we're gonna get started. Nice and easy, probably with my favorite one. We're going to have our feet about just over shoulder length apart, going at about 45 degrees. We're going to go down to this. I don't really know what this is called, but I call it the Vietnamese squat. And once you get here, so you're going to have both of your elbows on the inside of your knees, and just going to slowly just move in and out, just warming up the feet, the knees, the hips. Just going to give this a few seconds. Just really warming everything up here. You know, for years I really thought that stretching was important, but then I also realized that mobility is probably more important than stretching. So we all have limited time with our training, with other commitments. So if I have time, first I'll do the mobility work, and then if I have extra time, then I'll do stretching. So mobility, we usually go after the joints, whether that be the ankles, the hips, you know, lower back, shoulders, whatever. Where stretching usually targets the belly of the muscles, which would be the calves, hamstrings, quads. But usually if the joint is nice and loose, then usually the belly is going to be fine. That's what I found in the last few years of adding mobility work into my training. Alright, from this position right here, we're just going to go out, touch the ground, come back in. Out, touch the ground, come back in. Out, touch the ground, come back into prayer, touch the ground. It's opening a little bit through the groin here. Nice and easy. Nice and relaxed, looking after the body. Alright, and then we're going to bring our right hand straight up and then straight down. And go again on the left. Straight up, looking up, coming down. Straight up, looking up, coming down. Straight up, looking up, come straight back down. Up on the right, and then a nice opening through the side as well. If this gets too hard for you, you can get up, stop, pause the video, and continue again after you get a bit of blood flow in the area. This is all good. Let's just continue through this routine. Opening up through the hips here. Come back to the middle. We're going to drop our left knee in. Bring it back. Drop the right knee in, just touch, bring it back. So going a little bit deeper into the hips. Touch. Nice and relaxed here. I mean, as runners we get a lot of cardio workout, so this is nice and easy, really looking after the body. You shouldn't be breathing hard. It should be more of a recovery session. I try and have at least 2 of them a week. Doesn't have to be as long as what we're going to do today. It can be 5 minutes. You know, it can be 10 minutes. As long as you're looking after your body will stay strong. Alright, last one from this position here. Just going to grab my right hand and push that hip out. So I'm putting pressure against my left inside knee and I'm pushing that right hand out. Usually when I do sessions like that, I don't really count. I just go after feel. Just get a couple on each side. You know, obviously when I started getting into mobility work, it wasn't as easy as what it is right now. But like anything, it's about consistency. So a lot of runners out there would know that results come out of consistency. It's not about one good session, one good workout. It's about that consistency of training, which is the same thing with mobility and a lot of other things. I come back up. We're going to do this again. So just get up, get a bit of movement through the legs. All right, stretch your legs. If you need a longer break, pause that video. Otherwise, we're going to go back into here. Just one more here. This is the main set of this mobility workout. So first of all, nice and easy. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the feet this time. So I'm really side on. It looks like this. I'm really falling into the foot, putting a bit of weight onto it. Come back into front view, just opening up through the feet a little bit more. So body weight on each side. Then we're going to go open, close, get the groin a little bit. So really looking to touch as far back as you can. Nice and relaxed. If you're not running today, you could do this together with a strength session. That would be a perfect combination. Do a strength session first and then get into some mobility. But if you are running today, make sure it's an easy run, a recovery run. Right from here, left down, touching the ground, come back up. Right down, touching the ground, come back up. Left, right, let's get 4 more. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. Come back into here. Right hand straight up, reaching up to the sky. Other side. Left, reaching up to the sky. Right, reaching up to the sky. Left, reaching up to the sky. Right, reaching up. Left, reaching up. Right, reaching up. Left. Good. All right, inside of the knee. It's going to push this out. The goal is to try and keep that heel is on the ground as much as you can while getting that hip opened up and getting to the point where that arm is fully straight. That's the ultimate goal. It might take a week, it might take a month, it might take a year. That is the goal that you want to be aiming for. And last 2. Good. Come back up. Shake the legs. Nice and relaxed with this. Alright, we're going to come down onto our toes this time. I'll do it side on so you can see. I'm going to come back into here. We're literally going to go knee to the ground, fall back onto our heels. So really big toe, foot, ankle opening through here. Nice and easy through this. Just rolling back, getting to this point, so opening up our feet. Especially that big toe. If you're a runner, your big toe does a lot of work. So this is super, super important. A lot of injuries come from lack of mobility and lack of strength. If you can add a little bit of mobility and a little bit of strength into your weekly training routines, you shouldn't get injured. We were designed to run. We weren't designed going to the physio 3 times a week to fix us up. Just gotta get that mobility very, very basic. We're gonna come down, we're gonna hold this for a second. So fall back, we're gonna open up through the feet just a little bit more. See if you can even up that pressure so it's not one side doing all the work. Both sides nice and open, hands forward, release the feet. We're going to sit back onto our ankles, really opening up the ankles here. If this is too easy, you can start lifting your knees off the ground, open up the shins a little bit, and loading the ankles and feet. Come back up, tuck your toes in. Let's get up nice and easy. We're going to do that again. And just shake your legs. I like going through it twice. Alright, coming down. So heels on the ground, rolling forward, rolling back. See if you can get a couple of them in. So really open up. The second set should be easier than the first because now we've got a little bit of space in the big toe and the ankles. Nice and relaxed, keep breathing through it. Again, if this is a little bit too much for your first time, just stop the video there, come back to it in 2 or 3 days, in 2 days time. You don't have to go through the whole workout, but make sure you come back to it. You don't want to be sore tomorrow, but you want to look for improvements. Alright, we're going to tuck the toes in, sit here for a second, opening up through the ankles, big toes, feet, hands forward, release the feet, tuck the toes in, sit back nice and easy, opening up the shins. Really good if you have experienced shin splints. And lean back just for a second, going deeper into the shins and deeper into the feet. Back up, tuck the toes in, back up. I just like to shake the legs in between exercises. I come down again. This time I'm going to go into pretty much a sprinter start. So front on, it's going to look like that. Side on, I'll stay side on because a lot of the exercise can be seen better side on. I'm going to start with my left foot. I'm going to go down, touch the ground, come back to the heel. Down, touch the ground, come back to the heel. Down, touch the ground, come back to the heel. Down, touch the ground, come back to the heel. Down, touch the ground, come back to the heel. If this is too easy, you will move your foot forward. It's about touching it both ways, heel and knee. So we're getting that full mobility. Again, too easy, move it more. So I'm struggling here, I don't have that mobility, then I need to move back a little bit. And this is about the sweet spot for me. For you, it might be back here, and then you slowly want to work that foot forward and forward and forward. Alright, let's go on the other side. Again, and come down to about here. So this is that sweet spot for me. A little bit more. I got a little bit less mobility in my right side. Just breathing through it, heel and then knee. Knee touches the mat. Again, too easy for you. Move back a little bit more. Front on. If it's too hard, move that foot back. Easier to get that mobility through. Come back up. Shake your legs and then go into it again. Alright, again, left foot forward. That mobility, second set is usually easier. Down, so I can move that foot a little bit forward. Really going very deep into the big toe here. Most of the power comes through that big toe as we push off. So this is super, super important. If you ever had Achilles tightness, Achilles injuries, it usually comes from a lot of mobility and time, like not enough mobility in the feet and a lot of tightness in the calf. So this is a good way to make sure that that doesn't come back. Let's go on the other side. Step that foot forward. Making sure that foot is straight. I know a lot of the strength work, I always go about how that foot has to be straight, but when you do that mobility work here as well, we want to make sure that that foot doesn't do this, so you're not kind of doing this. Really straight lines, try and open up the toes a little bit, give them a bit of space, and then coming down, knee to heel, knee to heel, knee to heel. Good, well done. Get up, shake your legs. Last one. I'm going to go with the scorpion. So lying straight down. And I'm literally just going to go out to the other side. I'm going to get a couple of them. Don't have to be too deep, especially not on the first set. We're going to do this twice. Just opening up through that lower back. Breathing through that tension. Good. We're going to go again. I'm going to go front on so you can see this side on. And then the second set, I usually like to go a little bit deeper. So just lying down, chin pretty much on the ground. So here I'm really going to go a little bit deeper in. So opening my shoulders up as well as the lower back. One of my favorite mobility movements, especially after hard workouts. Almost there. Let's get 4 more. Last 2. All right. Good, well done. So pretty basic. We got really opening up. We really opened up our hips, feet, obviously a little bit in the knees, but mainly really focused on that big toe, ankle, hips, and a little bit of lower back in the end. As I said, probably if you can do that twice a week, that's great. 3 or 4 times is even better. You don't have to go as long as what we did today. You can do 1 set of each rather than 2 sets of each and do them more often. Otherwise, you can try and add this into a strength workout. So you do a strength workout first and then this, but this is super, super important. If you have any questions, any comments, if you like that video, smash that like button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.